Hi guys. Welcome to the first recording of my YouTube channel. Just wanted to say basically, the things that we're going to be discussing are, as you can notice, there are already some fashion videos up. We're going to be discussing fashion. We're going to be discussing the mystic world, such as dreams. We're going to be doing tarot card readings, angel card readings. We're going to be discussing, the telepathic mind, the power of the mind, the law of attraction, basically just mystic things, the mystic world. So I'd like to probably call the channel the mystical magical world of Minka. But yeah, so that's basically what we're going to be discussing. And I know a lot of people, we're going to be doing numerology, astrology, beauty tips, health tips. And you could just feel free to ask, whatever questions you want answered. It's my pleasure. The main purpose of doing this video or these videos is to empower people. We just need to me, ignorance is dangerous, and I'm just doing this to just empower people. I think we are at a point in the world right now where things are just moving so fast. And everybody needs the help that they can get, or the nudge that they can get. I know a lot of people think these dabbling in tarot cards and the mystic world and stuff like that, they are called the occult sciences, and occult only means hidden, and they were hidden for a reason, because really and truly they empower people. So the powers that be didn't want the masses to know about these things. It's not because they're evil. Just like how people can use the Bible to do evil things, it's the same way you can use any kind of knowledge at all to do evil things. But it's the intention behind what the power that you learn, the power that you get from learning certain things. It's the intention behind what you do with those things that really matter. So I just want to put that disclaimer out. I'm a very positive being. I do not dabble with lower entities, lower forms of magic, lower just the whole lower realms and manipulating people, and I don't deal with that. I'm all about empowering the self, oneself, empowering you, and then you could use that to help to empower others. I'm all about empowering other people. I'm not about manipulating people or manipulating a situation, or any of those dark, evil, lower vibrational missions or vibrations. Not at all. So just a disclaimer there. And so I wanted to kickstart this week with the tarot reading for the day. And the first card I picked out was the Ace of Coins. Now, when I'm doing, everybody reads tarot or reads the cards differently. I just work with channeling basically information that I get from my spirits, I call them. And of course, one tarot card has over like 20 different meanings. So what a lot of tarot people do is they kind of associate their, the meanings to a particular card, and then for me, it's the meanings in the card plus whatever information I'm getting from source, from my spirits, from my ancestors, and so forth. So basically, the Ace of Coins and how the readings work is that I'm just going to be putting information out there. More than usual, or most often than not, you're going to be getting a message from the readings once you are in tuned, or once you are paying attention. So there must be some kind of lesson there, okay? And for today, basically the message is from the Ace of Coins is that if you have an idea, I know this card is speaking to me right now because I have several ideas. You have ideas that can be lucrative, okay? And it's a lot of times we get these ideas and we don't act on them because we are too busy with our 9 to 5, or because we don't have enough faith in ourselves, we doubt ourselves. But this card is basically saying if you do have an idea, that you should act on it. Right now, your idea may just be a seed, and it all depends on the ground that you plant the seed in. And usually this idea has 2 folds to it, meaning that, okay, if you're going to get into the food business, maybe it's a case where you can cater as well as you can supply maybe pastries to a supermarket. So it's kind of like twofold. So you have the idea of doing of selling food, and then you could either cater, and then you could also provide stores or supermarkets with your goods. So that's just an example. If you're into journalism, it could be that, okay, you have all this information that you want to give out. Maybe you could have a radio station and at the same time have a magazine or a newsletter or a blog. So it's just basically, saying that, if you have an idea, a lucrative idea, you should act on it. Usually the universe gives us ideas so that, they can serve us, and also it's basically saying that once you have an idea, then you will attract the right people. You will attract the money that you need. You will attract whatever it is that you need to make this idea manifest. So that's basically the card for today. And I'm encouraging all of my peoples to act on your ideas, to really just take charge of your life in a certain way. Don't be limited, don't have doubts, just basically just put your plans together, put your planning in order, because a lot of times our ideas don't work because we didn't plan it out properly. I'm not talking about strategizing. Strategizing is different. Strategizing is trying to figure out how it's actually going to come to fruition, and that's not your job. That's for the universe to handle. Planning is basically coming to terms to say, okay, if I'm going to go into a food business, I'm going to need X amount of cashews. I'm going to need X amount of honey. I'm going to need, mixing bowls. I'm going to need a food processor. That's the kind of planning I'm talking about. A lot of people strategize and think that's planning. They're strategizing, oh God, how is this going to work out? Who am I going to attract? Am I going to get the people to buy my stuff? Am I going to get the money that I need? That's strategizing, and that you need to leave up to the universe. Okay, so encouraging you to not strategize, but put certain plans together. And once the universe see you start doing that, then you will meet the right people. You will get the money that you need. You will get the people to buy your products, or your services. But I'm asking you, stop limiting yourself, stop doubting yourself, and just go for it. Just go for whatever business idea it is that you have, and the universe will take care of the rest. Okay? All right, so I hope you enjoyed that reading for today. I will be doing readings basically every day, and also posting other videos, based on what my spirit feels needs to be said. I have a lot of information. I have a lot of knowledge. I mean, I'm tearing up as I'm saying this. I just really want to empower people. I just really want to help to put people on a different level, and it's really all about self-empowerment. And I think that once we start loving ourselves, once we empower ourselves, once we basically accept ourselves, then the sky's the limit, or the moon, or whatever you want to believe in. But there are actually no limits on yourself once you start believing in yourself and loving yourself. Okay? All right. Peace out. Blessings.